go. Let's see what we got here. Hello. This is being weird. Come on. I should probably put that on silent. Hello, people. Waiting for, oh, that was quick.
We are coming.
Whoa.
We are coming for you.
Wow, how weird that line is. Hello, people. This one's gonna be a short one, most likely. Why can't I see who's in? I'm doing fine. Doing good. Just been kind of relaxing. The only one we have for today, I believe, is Pangolin and Daka. Hold on, actually, that would be. Whoa, what was that? That would be. We did that one before. Yeah, so really it's just whoever shows up. Other than that, actually, I don't know if they're going. So what? Just these four left. We got welcome everyone. I don't believe we have them here. No. All right. Well, we wait for more potential peoples. Let me just start doing this. There are not too many left. Sure, friend. Damn. Oh boy, gonna have to do that a few times, I see. What do you call that? Boss got a promotion. Indeed. Congratulations, Lieutenant. I apparently also did at some point. I don't know when the hell that happened. Probably also at the same time. Technically, officially, I was a while ago, but in the ping where everyone's like, "Oh, hey, congratulations to to the boss." I was like, "Oh yeah, I have that too." But yeah, good work, man. You deserve it. I haven't been doing much recently. Not for any particular reason. Just I was like, you know what? I want this week to just kind of be. um, but we are back. I have been good, Mrs. Bowles. It's such a weird. Well, I've heard of weirder online names. To be fair, some I cannot say out loud. Oh, why is that, man? All right, let's get you in here. And then I'm just gonna put a random guy in here. Fair enough. Yeah, again, this is going to be definitely the least eventful of them all. Not trying to, like, deceive you. But hopefully got some things today. A little bit later than usual. This is one of the more later ones. There is one that's even later than this, I believe, but... Because, again, I tried to hit a lot of... hello! I believe that's someone we're waiting for. That is indeed... Hello. Alright, let me do this. Let me just check here. Yeah, we need... We're probably gonna do this one. Hold on. Let me see here. Might just have to fill an hour because I know Krieger's usually only here at 9. It's 8 right now. Locally, of course. I don't know what it is for all of y'all. All right. Let me open that back up. I don't really have one. I'm a very boring person. I wouldn't say there's like one I have above all others. I know what I don't. I know what I don't like. Chocolate, I'm fine with, but chocolate flavored shit, like chocolate cake and fucking chocolate ice cream for some reason, I hate it. I don't know what goddamn chemicals in that or like what the hell it was in it, but I hate that shit. Whenever I have to eat like a chocolate cake or birthday cake or whatever the hell for like a party or something, I hate that shit. But I do it and I respect. But goddamn, does that not taste good? Actual chocolate is fine as fuck though. I don't know what it is. I do wish there was a quicker way of doing all of this, but you know the game gave me the pit fights, so I guess I can't really be complaining too much. I didn't have to do anything extra, pretty much. It's like, oh, there's already a game that has this entire mechanic already developed out. That's cool. You know what? Let me put this thing on here. I've had this second to show up there. There you go. All right, you can see all the. There's your corpse of Mrs. Bowles over there. As you can see, I like war paint a little bit. No. You're still alive. You are here. You are in round 4. You are one of 1, 2, 3, 4 to still be alive that have actually fought. So very much you are okay. Yeah, you're going to be of 8 that even make it to round 4. And for your sake, hopefully further. Although you are going against the big legendary guy. So we'll see. Arceus, who killed our fan favorite, which I mean, we're going to do a vote to make it official, but I feel like we already know who's gonna win, like that whole, like, the favorite vote. It's pretty damn obvious. There's Osbror. Yeah, sadly he fell last time we did this. Alright, I believe that's... Yeah, just got the one guy left. Who's the Blackheart? Blackheart is Salt. I think we had a Blackheart in the test as well, if I'm remembering. I might be remembering wrong. But a lot of repeat names. Yeah, wasn't that, who was that? I know you were the Gab, Pangolin. Goose was Lucky Shot. Sophia was the Lucky. Obviously, Bloodhand was the guy that is also in this region. That was Ephron. He won the test. Who is the Blackheart? Oh, hello, Salt. Okay, so we have... your guy, is deceased. You won the first fight and then lost the second one with your guy against Moog, which is Justice, and then Justice then went on to die to Ausbror, and then, you know, this whole line. But yeah, you got to round 2. The only ones currently alive are both Lucky Shots, Ronk and Golem, which Ronk is Captain V, and Golem is Krieger. They have yet to fight. And then they will eventually fight Ronk, who is also in the fight. And then whoever wins that will go against Nakra. Sorry, Ronk is also Rue, Apothecary Rue. And then Nakra the Prickler is Pangolin. Whoever wins that will move to the semifinals. Then you have Creep the Fool, which is Ghosty, and Gluck Blackheart, which we just talked about, is Salt. Hello, Salt. Then Creep the Obsessed, which is Lifus Grogsnatcha, and Garl the Murderous, which is Sergeant Firestorm. And then Douche the Rat from Lieutenant Sin, and Oslar the Suspicious with Fidel, and then Group Bloodlicker is also at round 3. So yeah, a handful left. Basically, this entire top section, anything with an orange is dead. Just these little bits down here, and then of course the finalists here. What class are you? You are we were just over you. I believe you are a warrior, but I could be wrong. Yeah, you're alive. You're the guy I just put in the garrison. Yeah, you're this guy. You are a cursed warrior. One of the few that has an element. Oh yeah, you're the guy with decoys. That's what it was. You have a gang of decoys. Right. You know what? Yeah, while we wait, screw it. We haven't really done this yet. Guys are alive. We got Groot Bloodlicker, the only epic left. Arcaius is also the only legendary. We got Immune to Curse and Beast Proof. So against your guy, he'd be doing pretty good salt. If that does happen. Enraged by Graugs, that doesn't matter in the pits. Smoke Bomb, so they can evade enemies. They also have a epic Smoke Bomb, so not only can they evade attacks, it also stuns enemies, which is really good. It won them the fight. Solid Cleaver, so they can throw stuff at people, have a little bit of ranged attack, but they become temporarily dazed when their rage wears off, which doesn't matter because their rage can't trigger. So basically, yeah, their whole thing is the Smoke Bombs, Luke Blackheart for Salt. Also, this is for Hades, is the Bloodlicker. Blackheart is, of course, Poison Proof and Beast Proof. Not immune to Curse, but I don't think Curse can even spread unless you're actively hit by it, so I don't even know that. I got us a follower, and so now we are affiliate. We already are affiliate. Again, the Twitch goal, I mean, that is amazing. Thank you. Holy hell with the 40. But 20, they lowered the requirement to be an affiliate from. I mean, they lowered it like multiple times, but I think it used to be 75, like, and then 50 or whatever. Now it's 25. So we've hit that a while ago. We're just still in the process of waiting, but when I set the goal, it like when it hit the normal goal and then extended to 40, it kept the same title. I just gotta change that. But also, welcome, friends. I appreciate friends, and I appreciate you for doing that. Enraged by cowards. Enraged by when captains or higher rank orcs become dazed or flee, which is really nice, especially against those that get dazed or flee. An actual rage that can trigger. Also has Smoke Bomb, not epic though, but does of course have decoys. And that cursed weapon. No chance does not matter. Dark Strikes is just a series of attacks. That does not matter, and temporarily dazed when the rage wears off. So yeah, a little bit of a weakness, but especially if they become enraged when someone else is dazed, that's probably the end of the fight. So it's not too bad of a downside here. Then we got Ronk Ravager for Rue, who is here, also in round 3. With the Immune to Curse, no rages, is a Beastmaster, so Bestial Roar can heal their friendly beasts and tame opposing ones. They are Marauders, so they have those Hail of Bolts, dual crossbows for a little bit of a range attack. Of course, they are a warrior, so they have that one sword, which is a flame weapon. They also have a Karagor Pack and Beast Slayer, so they will instantly kill all beasts. They do have Beast Father, but that does not matter when you have Beast Slayer and no other weaknesses. So effectively no weaknesses. I know Rue's in here. I'm reading them out anyways. I'm well aware of that. Golem Lucky Shot. There's 2 Lucky Shots. I need to remember which one this is. It's not as easy. This is Krieger's. Who is poison proof and curse proof. They are a poisonous archer. No rages that apply. They are agile as they are an assassin, so another way to dodge attacks. Tricksters and assassins are the only ones that really have those traits, with the smoke bombs and agile here. Welcome, friend. Throwing knives, so a little bit of a range attack, and throwing knives are really good. I think epic throwing knives in the test. I forgot who got that. I think it was Lucky Shot. It was one of the 2 epic archers, and it won a lot of fights. Like, those do a lot of damage and stun. These aren't epic, of course, but still. The only difference between epic and the non-epic is that instead of throwing 1, it throws 3 in an arc. It's still the same knife. And Slaughter Cleavers, so again, a little bit more of a ranged attack, but that's more of if they get in kind of mid-range, they have a crossbow, so they'll be using that more for range, and of course the poison weapon. Dazed by Karagor attacks, so against Ronk, they will be pretty, which actually I think, yes, whoever wins that fight will go against them, so if they do win that, they're going to have a hard time against Ronk. But other than that, decent. The other lucky shot from V, also an archer. Fireproof and beastproof. Actually, they're gonna have a hard time against this guy because he also he has a beast, even though he's not a beastmaster. So Krieger's got a challenge to overcome here. Although he does have the advantage of the poison, so if you can get that off before the beast attacks him, of course. All right. Sorry, I had a message. It does not matter. Rage after killing a captain, that will just end the fight. As a marksman, they have power shot and quick shot, exactly what it sounds like. Instead of just a normal shot, power shot, a lot longer to charge, but does a lot more damage, and I believe it explodes and stuns. And if you have an element, it also explodes in whatever that element is. Quick shot is 3 successively, sorry. And then the bolus, so it can throw and stun people, kind of exactly like the trapper thing, except it's instead of throwing on the ground, it's just directly at someone. It's one of the better class perks. Gang of Hunters, sniper shot does not matter. That's a player specific thing, but oh my god, is that such a pain in the ass to deal with. And as you can see, Karagor Rider and Beast Slayer. Having Beast Slayer as a not Beast Master is certainly uncommon. And no weaknesses. All the ranged weaknesses are player specific. There's no, because then it would basically make ranged units very bad in the pits. So balancing kind of thing. We got Creep the Obsessed, who is Lifeus's. Sorry, I need to pull up the chat again here. But yeah, this one's gonna be more laid back. We might not have a fight today. We may or may not, depending on what happens. But Creep the Obsessed. Immune to poison attacks and beast attacks, so decent against, especially against Krieger. I think I don't know who else is poison. I think Arcaius might be, but also he's the champion, so I don't know. I don't know how much that's gonna help. Of course, has the beast healing and taming abilities and those dark strikes. But as a savage, he'll be mostly attacking with those. He does have a Karagor pack as well, and of course Beast Slayer, as all Beastmasters do. He flees in terror when hit by a cursed weapon. So, and becomes yeah, that one doesn't matter. So no weaknesses, no dazed by weaknesses, but terrified when hit by a cursed weapon. That I believe is Blackheart. That is Azlar. That is the Prickler. A lot of people have Curse. And they will 100% be going up again. Oh wait, no, they're down here. I mean, I guess if they win here, and then the Fool wins here, and then it's possible to avoid that, but also I'm fairly confident that where is he? I could be misremembering. Here it is. Here he is. Okay, he has yeah, he does have poisonous. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible to not fight against Curse, but also not likely. But we shall see. Where were we? Yeah, all right. That is Cream the Obsessed. I know it looks like he does not have paint, but you can very faintly see it in some light. He does indeed have war paint. It's just that his skin tone is like exactly the skin tone or the tone of the. You can like it kind of looks like scars rather than paint, but you can kind of see it like creeping on the sides there. I promise you, it's there. Then we have. Why is it? It's like moving down for me. That's one of my own guys. We got Oslar the Suspicious from Fidel. The only Olag that has yet to fight, I believe. Yep. We do not know what they have in store. They are fireproof and have a cursed weapon, so not immune to their own weapon, but again, curse is the least likely to spread. It's the worst type to have unless you have someone weak to curse, like the guy afraid of it. But it is still an effective element. It's the worst to fight against as a player, but against captains, it's the or it's the worst as in it's the best for the captains because it drains your your meter. But there's captains don't have that, so it doesn't do anything other than just the ticking damage. No enrages. As a commander, these don't actually matter. You can't call reinforcements, so he effectively has no class traits other than just simply being an Olog. And he's got that curse weapon and Gang of Archers. And then that doesn't matter because after he kills a captain, they'll be dead. Douche the Rat from Sin, I remember that. Very memorable name. Poison Proof. Nothing else. No rages. They are a trapper, so they will be throwing down those traps. As I said before, just another way to kind of trap someone and get a free hit or two in. Got those feral claws, so they can jump on enemies and do a bit of damage, and it does heal them a little bit. And of course, those savage axes that he'll be pretty much spamming attacks on, and a gang of warriors to cause distraction. But they are heavily damaged by fire. A good few fighters do have fire. They are against Aslar at first, so that won't be a problem immediately, but they are most likely going to fight at least someone with fire. Then we got Garl the Murderous, who is Firestorm, Sergeant Firestorm. No immunities at all, no rages. They are tanks, so determination, although that rarely triggers. It's very hard to trigger because you have to just kind of be sitting there without being interrupted. But if you get it off, it can be pretty nice because it can take you from 0 health to full. That's if you have a gang. This guy does not have a gang or really any way to distract them, so probably not. But we shall see. Wave of Might will push people back, and those Dark Strikes, as we've gone over, are just a bunch of 3 quick attacks and that Defender Shield. So, decent way to block attacks. The only 3 that can actively block attacks necessarily, other than just by chance the other guy missing, or Defenders and then Assassins and Tricksters. Of course, has that flame weapon, so is decent against a good few that are weak to it. But they themselves are also heavily damaged by fire and not immune to it, so they could very well cause their own death by it, and heavily damaged by beast attacks, but no other weaknesses there. Then we got Knocker the Pricker, which is Pangolin, who has a very very relevant and matching color scheme with the curse skin and then the gray team and then the black armor, like the gray armor, and then the curse weapon as well. Very drippy, as Rue would hate me saying. Fireproof is the only one he is not immune to curse. A lot of curse captains that are not immune to their own element. Basically, everyone else was. As a Berserker, they do have 4 rages. I think only one of them actually triggers. Yeah, the Mortal Wounds, which uh, is the least good of all the rages to trigger because it's when you basically dead. But as we have seen, it has won several fights, so it is still a rage and it will still win, most likely. In fact, it has gotten this specific captain a win, and that Furious Charge, so another tackle attack, another Disorient Scream attack, and then Rampage is uh, another multiple attack thing, as well as, again, Dark Strike. So a lot of Dark Tribe is left. Almost all Dark Tribe is left. Got that Cursed Weapon and Gang of Savages. So there you go. And then, of course, no weaknesses. Then we have... Is that everyone? Just want to make sure that we went over... I didn't go over... Because these aren't, like, in a specific order. I have to find him. So he's not... Come on. There he is. Yeah, for some reason he's not with all the others. Cream the Fool from Ghosting. Fireproof and poison-proof, so he is finally immune to his own element, and it is the most spreadable, so very much good for them. Another fire element tank defender. Actually, was the other one also red team? Am I going insane? Why am I going through all this? I can just check. Or are they yellow? Yellow. Sometimes stuff blurs for me. All of my guys, except for the ones in the tournament, are all Warpaint ones, so I... it's kind of screwed my perception of that. I don't know who's who. I'm used to them having the matching title with their color. But of course, it's got that Determination and Bolus. So actually, if he uses that and then starts to do the Determination, and does have a gang of defenders and is riding a Caragor, he has a decent chance to get that off. But again, it is still fairly rare. I've rarely seen it happen unless they're being distracted by a gang or something. So we'll see. Got that flame weapon, of course. And it becomes dazed when this Petler gang is killed, so can't rely on that too much because if they die, then he will also just be dazed immediately. So it's a balancing act that he's got to do. And I believe that is all of the ones that aren't Arceus. And then, of course, the reigning champion right now. We'll find him again. I really wish there was a way to sort these in a way that would be way more memorable. Arceus Pain Lover. Fireproof, not immune to his own element, which is interesting. Only immune to fire, so a lot of the cursed and fire guys will do... cursed and poison guys will do a decent bit. I think actually the only other poison one that's still alive is Krieger. Mostly just the cursed ones. There's a lot of curse and fire, but he is immune to fire. These don't matter, as you can't call sappers, and Final Venom is just you die. But here's where the winning part comes in, is 2 epic traits. Other than him being an Olag and being a big boy, although usually slow. He's got those poison bombs and mines, and the poison weapon, as well as the epic trait Poison Master, so he does increased poison damage. He also has a gang of Olags with, again, the second epic trait, Mighty Olag, so they do more damage and take less damage. So it takes, instead of a few hits to take him down, it takes a lot. They're Olags, so as we have seen in the previous fight against Osboror especially, it is not easy to take those guys out. That's why Osboror died, as he was focusing on the gang and not this guy here, and then Arceus took advantage of that. Although it was fairly close, I will say. They were like neck and neck at the end there a little bit. And then no other weaknesses, and those are currently the fighters going on. I don't believe we have anyone here to kind of start these, which is fine. I knew that going into this. Um, we shall take advantage of this time. If anyone wants to say anything, get up on the mic or say anything in chat, ask questions, words of encouragement, anything about the game, tournament, anything. Do that now, please. We got time, so feel free to get your words out there. But yeah, we are most of the way through. The biggest part, um, I get the next day and then day 7 and 8 are gonna be kind of equally big. There's only a few fights, but of course that's these, and then the subsequent ones. So like we'll be doing this the next time, and then we'll be doing this one, and then that one, and then next time we'll be doing these two. So we'll be doing 4, and then the next one will be 1, 2. Um, that'll also be the 2 of those, and then the final one will be this bottom row. So these 5. So there you go. Wog or something. um, but there you go. Again, just to reiterate, the ones we still have in the fight are in round 1, still yet to fight. And I'm aware that we haven't done this in round order. It's because people are available at different times, and I very much wanted to emphasize the availability and like inclusivity of this. So if people aren't always going to be there in the beginning, so I made it so where that this was a learning opportunity as well. So these will be kind of monthly, not kind of, these will be monthly. But after this month, I will be taking a break for the next month to kind of discuss with staff and, of course, the people, as well as hold all the different votes for the awards and whatnot. But those will happen regardless. But basically, what we need to change, what we liked, what people liked, all that kind of thing. So this will be a little bit more organized, but I do want to keep that because it doesn't really change the outcome of the fights to just do them in round order, even though it might piss some people off. I don't really give a shit, so I do it the way I do it. People love it, and people appreciate being able to be there for at least one of them. Could we talk about bees? Yeah, bee month, salamander bee month. All right, well, take it up with Efren. I don't know. But yeah, we got Rupture and Krieger with Ronk Lucky Shot and Gome Lucky Shot respectively, both Lucky Shot archers in round 1. Then we got Cream the Fool and Gluck Blackheart with Ghosty and Salt. Yet another round. Well, actually, this is round 2 technically. This is round 1. But their first fight as well. And then Cream the Obsessed and Garl the Murderous with Lifus and Firestorm. And then the final first fight is Douche the Rat versus Ozlar the Suspicious with Sin and Fidel. And then the ones in round 3 are Ronk, so whoever wins the Lucky Shot fight will go against them. Whoever wins against that fight will go against Knocker the Prickler, which is Pangolin. Whoever wins that will go into the semifinals. And of course, whoever wins these two will go against each other here, move on to there. And then whoever wins between Douche the Rat and Ozlar the Suspicious will move on to fight Grook Bloodlicker, who is Hades. Whoever wins that will go on to round 4, fighting against whoever won this, and then eventually fighting against who won this, and then eventually we find out who is the champion between all of these and Arceus Pain Lover. So Arceus Pain Lover is guaranteed one of the finalists. They are going to be at least in second. So Wotan, I know they were in here a little bit ago. They did have to go, but good shit. They did very well on the roll. I know it's not like they influenced it at all, but you should still be proud. The whole point is like take pride in it. I know that like it's not as engaging as a lot of other events, but I wanted this to be again as inclusive as possible. So I wanted a game that anyone could just watch, because there's not many games where you could have like 60 plus people all fighting at the same time and make it like coherent or understandable. Um, and this is how I did it. I love how it's going. No, it's not as engaging as like a PvP thing, but I'm very much against PvP, especially in like official events. I think that can get kind of toxic very quickly, as we've seen several times in Freedom Alliance events. You know what I'm talking about. Um, and yeah, I just wanted to stay away from that. But I am very proud of what has happened so far, and the attendance we've had, and the love that has been shared from it. As this was just an idea that me, Sin, and Roger had when we were just watching these kinds of things on YouTube. There's only like 2 or 3 people who've ever done this ever that have like streamed it, like the whole tournament thing. Obviously, we're doing it a little bit different than them. But we were just like, why don't we do this? And then we did it, and then everyone pretty much said, "Holy shit, we love this!" So hey, appreciate it. Um, so thank y'all for that. Um, but yes, I do want to be clear that not only today, but any other date that you are here, you are fully welcome to. Of course, you do have to let me know because I can't send you up here if I don't know. And I'll invite you up into the chat here, and you can actually speak. You can announce the fights. You can talk about the fighters. You can talk about the tournament itself. You can talk in character as your fighter. I don't really care. Do whatever you want. I appreciate when I have other voices and people sharing their creativity as well. So I just want to reiterate that again. You are able to do that at any time. I just have to give the okay, which is basically all the time. Unless someone else is already talking, then I'll say, hey, wait a minute. But I'm already officially sanctioned to talk my ass off for 2 hours a day for most of the days of the entire month. I can give y'all your 10 minutes, So I don't care. All right. Any other questions or anything like that? Honestly, I'll even be taking if people have any thoughts about the tournament itself, like how it's run, or have any suggestions or whatever for next time, I'll also be taking those now. Might as well. This is kind of like a free day, like the second day, or no, the second day was like recruiting. What was the one? There was like another day. I think it was the third one that didn't have many fights either. Where I'm just kind of taking general anything. But if there's any changes or anything you want me to add for next time, I can certainly look into that. I might not have the answer immediately, but if you tell me, I'll be able to know. It's better to tell me now than after because I get to think of that sooner. So, and yeah, Beacon, you're good, man. Most people can't really be here for as much of these as I can. Almost no one has. Really, the only ones who have been able to be here every time are the Bowels. What is your family name? How do we refer to you? It's like there's the Smiths, there's the Joneses, there's the Bowels. Like I don't know. But yeah, they've been here basically every stream. Which, oh my god, the dedication! Thank you for that from both me and Sophia, I'm sure. But yeah, most people are busy. I understand that. That's why I did the whole thing. That's why I set it up the way I did. So fully understandable. You made it to the one where you were scheduled to be there. Anything else, you're good. Like, that's it. I just want to make sure that you can at least see your introductory fight, and then that's it. I can't plan every other fight after that, but I think even planning that, a lot of people appreciated it, which I'm glad. I didn't have to add many dates though, which I'm also glad, because I do still want breaks in between all the fights, because I am human. But pretty much everyone who signed up was able to make it to at least one of them. Oh, No, you're this guy. You're the champion, dude. You started over here, and you completely slaughtered Efren in the first round. So everyone being like, he might win again. No. Then you killed Orha Khan, the winner of this fight with Duke's Firebrander against Emps. That was Wolf, and then you beat Wolf there. And then the fight between Thrawn and Ignis. Ignis won that. And then Knocker the Poisoner was Roger, and the Beheader was Draco. Draco won that. And then Ignis won the second one, and then you fought against that guy, and then you won again. And then Osbror, who was the fan favorite, who won all these, you beat him, you beat the fan favorite, and now you are the finalist. So no matter what happens, you are going to be in second, minimum. So yeah, like you did good, man. Your guy did great. You got the best role. You are the only one that has that's been legendary so far. In both the test and this, of course, we are expected to get a little bit more people, not like insanely more, but I think we had 34 people. Let me just fact check that. I could be wrong because I'm not 34. We had 34 now, and of course there are more people that have seen this and been like, you know what, I want to do that. So we will have a little bit more than that. So yeah, that's what he looks like. The Pain Lover. But yeah, we are expected to get a little bit more, so probably a little bit more epics and legendaries as well. We only had one legendary and one epic in this one. Now that I think of it, it was pretty insane that we got 2 epics in the one with the test with only 10 people, and we only got 1 epic and 1 legendary in an actual tournament with 34 people. So it's either we got really unlucky here or really lucky there. But you are the favorite to win, pretty much, unless because Olag gangs can get in your way. That's like the big thing with yeah, that's the big thing with Olag gangs, is they will kind of get in your way sometimes. So especially since they're mighty Olags, so kind of the thing is, if they're getting in your way, especially against other Olags, so essentially you have the 2 Olags and the captain behind them, and the captain's trying to attack, but the Olags are still in front, and they don't do much damage. They do a little bit of damage, and it can certainly stack up, especially when you have mighty Olags, but not nearly as much as a legendary captain would do. So you can actually, it's certainly possible that they can stall the timer and then end it in a draw, which we'll just do the fight again, but or again stall you and then get like pot shots out of you if they're ranged, right? And then there's like a little gap between them. Your guy, your AI is too stupid. You can't walk around them or whatever. And then but he could like take shots or throw spears at you, something like that. So very unlikely, like honestly very unlikely, but possible. But possible. But you are probably going to win. So good shit. Yeah, he looks awesome. All right. But I'm pretty happy with I got the only we didn't get many unique titles, in the sense of they were unique but not like they had unique personalities in game, but only a few titles have like unique intros and pit fights, because they only have like a few unique lines per title or whatever. Like some are way more unique. I got the poet, so we actually kind of had poetry. So I'm very glad about that. But I think that's the only one. Most of them were just like, I'm gonna kill you. Hopefully next time we get more of those, because those are always fun. So not like the one. You don't gotta. You don't gotta remind people of that, man. In Karagor, but yeah. I did. I cheated. My guy. I think it happened once before, actually, too. Um, in like the beginning of the tournament, where I don't know what fight it was. I can't remember. It was either in the test or in the actual tournament, where like there was a guy who was on his Karagor and then just glitched off of it. I was probably going to win the fight anyways, but essentially my guy was enraged by cowards, so kind of like someone else here, another fighter that we just went over had it. I already forgot. It's a lot of things to remember. And the other guy was dazed by Karagors, and my guy was a Karagor riding, Karagor pack having Beastmaster. So every time he was hit by a Karagor, he'd get dazed, and then my guy would get enraged. The only thing was, when you're on a Karagor, that can't happen. You're still like restricted. That's why Karagors are really cool on paper, but they're actually a net negative. That's why if you want a Karagor, you want to have a pack instead of a rider. But I had both. But you know, but instead of waiting to be knocked off of the thing or like grabbed off of it, I was just riding. I backed up and then I blipped out and then I just existed next to the Karagor. There was no animation or anything. I just did that, immediately got enraged and killed the guy. And then the accusations of me hacking were they're never ending now. I will never live that down. So there's that. You know, the reason I have this streaming the screen, you know, I said this, like this is like to add all the war paint and whatnot. The reason I'm streaming the screen instead of the game specifically is to show you I'm not doing that, but then my guy did that anyways, and now he not only did the motherfucker die, he was like, I'm gonna make you look like a piece of shit while I'm at it. And you know what? That's a pretty orc thing to do, so can I really blame him? Yeah, I do blame him. I hope he rots. But you know, um it's possible he might cheat death. Probably not, but you know. He might redeem himself. Probably not. We haven't seen a cheat death yet. But it is certainly possible. It's
What is lost can be retaken.
yeah.
I will not submit.
Let's see what's going on in the pits. Not gonna be any like major fights, but you know sometimes there's fun stuff going on. Just training. Fair enough. It's very barren because I usually have captains in here, but of course it's empty for the event here. Oh yeah, here's Blood Axe, Ephron's original guy, the most orky of all orcs, the berserker savage with green skin, with all that. So, yeah, berserkers are the most overpowered class, especially as savages, because not only are they guaranteed to have several enrages, but they also have 3 traits, so Furious Charge, Rabid, and Rampage. But they also, if you're a savage, have Flying Axes, and on top of that, they have their Tribe bonus. Stupid, absolutely stupid. Yeah, it's no wonder that he won, and that's why Osbror, even though he wasn't legendary, was kind of poised to win because he was a berserker. And he almost won. I don't remember exactly how close it was, but it was very close. But Arcaius did, of course, win in the end with Wotan. So, you know, hey. But getting to the semifinals is not exactly easy. Winning one fight isn't exactly easy. I know, like, statistically, like, just not statistically, but, like, you kind of have to win. Like, some fighters have to win more than one fight. But, you know, still. Especially because the AI is kind of whack. Winning one is a crazy feat, but, you can tell when, like, fighters win because just, like, and then when they win because they're actually better. And then, yeah, Osbror's 3 fights, and then Arcaius's 3 fights were, like, decimated. There was literally the meme that we had with Osboror versus Golem. Golem is Dragon's guy, and it was like the meme was um like Hulk throwing Loki around like the like the ragdoll. Oh yeah, there he is. I didn't realize you just came in here as I said that. Yeah, like literally just like the whole meme. Yeah, Osbro was very much the fan favorite to win, even though on paper Arcaius was like had the better traits. But you know that he also had enraged by mortal wounds, and that's what almost got him to the win. Is Arcaius was doing a lot of damage. His gang was actually getting kind of in the way, as I've said before, but like he was getting those hits in, and Osborough wasn't getting like a single hit in. But once he got to low health, then he triggered his rage and was starting to smack him again. And he was like 1 or 2 hits away, but he had that sliver of health left. And then Arcaius did like one of the 3 finishers in this entire tournament. Most of them have just been like smacking, but like actually an animated finisher. He brought him to the ground and beat his head into pieces. So yeah, the pain lover loves pain in receiving and dishing out. It seems. He was not forgiving to the unforgiving. Um, all right, I think we can end it early. If anyone has any last anythings. Also, hello, Hardcase, welcome. Still a better defense than the New York Jets. Fair enough. But if anyone wants any parting words, any of the other categories I've said, any words in character, any questions, any announcements, anything, feel free to do so. But I think because it's almost 9, I think we can end it early. I'm not really sure what we're going to do for another hour, and I think an hour is already good enough. Sorry that there's no fights tonight. You know, it was going to be, but of course, changes of plans happen, and let me mark that actually. But next time we'll have fights. We'll have 4 of them, unless even more happen, but probably not. That's really only in the beginning when there were so many more, and like there's the chances of people being there that weren't scheduled is a lot higher. But did I not miss anything? Yeah, you didn't miss any fights. Just explaining everything again, going over the fighters that are alive again, what traits they have, where everyone's position is, all that kind of thing. Yeah, I know I've been like kind of absent except for that like these events thing. I've just been kind of taking a break. Not again, not for any like particular reason. I was just like I don't want to do things this week. I just want to be a lazy ass. Just want to play a video game and not worry about command crap, whatever. You know, sometimes like yeah, there was nothing like major that happened to make me decide that. I was just like I don't want to do shit this week. So, but I will be doing more stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to take a little bit of a break. On that note, I will see definitely some of y'all, probably most of y'all pretty much that are here. I will see y'all next time. Wotan, I sure hope you can go to that last fight on day 9, which is, just to reiterate, we have, this will be in my time. I know the list of times is still out there. I can't immediately translate it. Of course, we have today. Then the 7th, which will be the 4 fights, is the 24th, so 4 days from now. Most of these are actually basically all of these are 4 days from each other, except the ones in the beginning. But you know, 12th, 16th, 20th, 24th, like basically all of them are 4 days away from each other, and I'll probably keep that schedule up because I like that. It gives me a little bit of a break in between. That'll be the 24th, starting at the exact same time. So starting an hour ago, ending an hour from now. Then the 28th will start at 2 p.m. So this will be the earliest start. I have to actually wake up early for this. The things I do for you. No, I'm kidding. It's not that big of a deal. That'll go from 2 to 4. Um, so subtract 7 hours from now, whatever that is for you, and then the final day on the 30th will be 10. So it will start an hour from now on that day. I know it's a little confusing. Again, it's better to just see the timestamps. But yeah, it is 9 p.m. for me. If it's not for you, just do that. But the next one will be the exact same starting time, 8, and then going through 10. The next one will be the earliest, and then the one after that will be the latest, starting from 10, going to midnight actually. So, I could not go any lower or any higher than that. Yes, it is posted. I will. It's in the announcements. It is pretty high up there. I'm going to after this, I'll like just re-forward it, say like, hey, just as a reminder, these are the last 3 dates, because those are the most important. If you're not like looking for your specific fighter, obviously like the last fights of the tournament are the ones you want to be at. So the beginning and end. So I'll say yeah. But you should be able to scroll through it and find it. But if not, I will repost it there and be like, hey, those are the last 3 dates. Just make sure that those are like those. Um, but all right. Any last words, friends? Men Kent is free. Indeed, it is. Oh, also, boss, I know that you haven't really been able to. I don't know about now. I know you haven't really been able to announce because of like it intersect with your job. I assume 10 p.m. to midnight is not early enough for that. Um, so especially on the last day, um, if you wanna do that, by all means, please. I enjoyed having you up here. That goes for anyone else as well. I extend the offer. Um, but yeah, just wanted to get that out. Other than that, folks, that shall be all. Dragon, I might. Fair enough. Yeah, 10 p.m. to 12. I would welcome you up here, Dragon. All right. I shall be seeing you all, folks. See you on the 24th. Till then, peace.